Hi, dear students, parents, and our university partners. Welcome to the another TJS Community Podcast. Today, we have with us one of our esteemed guests who is representing Taylor's University. His name is Mr. Lester. So, with me, Samiullah Sheikh, CEO and founder of TJS Studysteps. Let's start our podcast with Mr. Lester. Yes, Mr. Lester, how are you?
Hi, Mr. Syme. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Lester. I'm the Regional Director of Taylor's University from the International Student Recruitment Office. So I'm glad to be here to be with Mr. Syme to share some of the info of the universities today. Mr. Sam.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lester. You have been a very good friend, you have been a brother, so it is always pleasing to connect with you, on the university engagement.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to have this podcast in an informal way, whereby we will be mostly speaking on the futuristic approach about Taylor's, because I believe that much of the information which is available on Taylor's on the Google or maybe on any of the information channels is somewhat students they can see or they can hear actually.
Yeah.
I want to learn more about you, about what is going to be the vision of Taylor's University. So moving forward to our first question, how do you see Taylor's evolving at least for 3 to 5 years, and what do you think the TJS can play their part in terms of their growth?
Okay, so to answer your questions, that most of the universities, I think they are looking at how to growing the numbers very big. But for Taylor's University, actually, we are already at a stage that we are shifting the focus from the quantity to quality. So to make sure the students get a quality education, so start from next year, most of our programs will have a seat capping. Seat capping means if for each and every individual class, we have the maximum number of students can go into this class. Once the number is fulfilled, then we have to close the applications for this program. This is to ensure the class have the optimized number of students and the lecturer will be able to focus each and every individual of the students. Yeah. So talk about the regional growing. Of course, the focus is on international as well. One of the key regions that we want to focus will be the Middle East regions. So TJS is one of our trusted and strategic partners in MENA region that we have been working for the past 5 years, I think.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
you're right.
so we are very happy to work with TJS. I think TJS vision is also aligned with Taylor's vision. Yeah.
Okay, related to this, I have got another question that we have been connected with Taylor's almost for 5 years, and I think maybe I feel that TJS has been lucky that for the past 5 years Taylor's brand has been consecutively number one in Southeast Asia as well. So what has actually contributed to that growth as well?
Okay, so for that, beside the quality of the education and the employability, I would like to talk about the following few points. One of it I have to say is Taylorsphere. So maybe some of the students, you have heard about Taylorsphere before, and some of you may not heard about Taylorsphere before. So Taylorsphere actually is a well-balanced ecosystem and community where our alumni and industry partners, educators, and resources and facilities all come together to support the students' aspiration. This is how Taylorsphere is. And secondly, actually we have this TCF, which is Taylor's Curriculum Framework, which do allow the students to take a major plus a minor during their study without delaying their graduation. Okay, they can finish it in 3 years, major plus a minor. They can choose a major plus elective as well. And if the student do not mind to slightly delay their study, they can also choose a double major. This means if the student choose a major of minor, I'm a student that I like to do computer science program, but I have the interest in doing culinary. So you can choose a free elective in doing your culinary arts program. That is, you can choose it as a free elective. You also can choose it as a minor.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it's a cross-faculty major and free elective.
Okay, nice. I think the global vision and the strategy is quite clear in terms of the Taylor's growth.
Yeah, and also we have shifted our focus more industry driven.
Okay, so since we discussed about the university vision and the strategies, so is there anything else that you want to add into that part, Mr. Lester?
So I would like to talk about our work-based learning. So this is also in line with our global trend that the students need some sort of practical experience beside the internship. So what we do is that we try to move our programs from the traditional conventional way of thinking, of delivering how we delivering the studies, to a way that the student will be able to study 2 years in the university, and the last year the student will be able to do it in the industry for the whole year. So not to say the student do the internship for the whole year, but the student need to finish the number of curriculum in the industry instead of the classroom, together with the co-supervisor from the industry itself. So the student will get paid for the last year, and the student will also be able to gain the real life hands-on experience.
So they are going to be paid as well.
Yes.
So roughly how much they are going to be paid, I mean?
It depends. It depends from 800 to 1,500 ringgit per month.
Okay, so this applies to all the courses, Mr. Lester?
We slowly shifted out the programs to this. This is an option. The student also have the options to choose 3 years study out in the classroom. That is, we call it conventional way of study. This one is called 2U1I, 2 years in the university, 1 year industry.
Okay, nice. I think this is what is needed.
Yeah.
Looking at the current trend of all the employments, everything, this is something very, very important.
Yeah.
Okay, Lester, so in this context, let's move forward to one of our most important, segment. I believe about the student experience and the campus life. So what do you think, I mean, what makes Taylor's unique about the student experience than other campuses? What do you think?
Okay, for Taylor's, actually, when talk about Taylor's name, I think a lot of students, if they know Taylor's, they also know Taylor's known as a university called Taylor's University Lakeside Campus. So we have a very beautiful sceneries, which is we have a lake in the middle of the campus, and all the facilities is within the campus premises. Yes. So you can find Starbucks, you can find Family Mart, 7-Elevens, Old Town White Coffee, this juice, and etc. Everything is inside the campus itself, and we have the on-campus accommodation as well. The student will be able to choose their on-campus accommodation or off-campus accommodation, and also we are planning to build up the new accommodation which can cater additional 2,500 students.
Okay, very nice.
So it's a very good movement for the students. Yeah, so everything, if the student think that the campus need to be improved, that our campus actually what we do is that every 1 or 2 years we do our renovation. I think Sam, you have visited our university, you will see a lot of green sceneries as well, right?
Exactly.
That is the new campus style. Actually, I would say it's a new campus style and new campus themes, which is green, goes green.
Yes, exactly. I think Taylor's is actually believing on sustainable development. That's why all these efforts are always very, very welcoming. I still remember when I used to visit Taylor's University around few years back, some of the things which used to be famous, that Starbucks is actually in the Taylor's. So we used to be very very happy, and I think whenever we are visiting Taylor's University, that area is always like very very crowded one, and especially I can see the students, especially in the campus, they are very very interactive all the time. So
Yes.
and in terms of student service also, I always, whenever we are discussing with our TJS family, we call TJS family to all our team. So this is something we have always experienced, that we have got the least amount of complaints, especially when the students are arriving. So thanks to Taylor's, especially on that part, I think the entire structure is pretty much organized.
Thank you. Because we have our dedicated department, international office, to take care of all the arrivals as well as the students after arrival procedures, to make sure each and every individual students get the best service.
I think moving forward, which is a question that is actually connected to the same, essence of segment, how actually Taylor's helping the students beyond academics, like in terms of mental health, or in terms of extracurricular activities, or in terms of career services.
Okay, for this one, actually, for mental health, we have our counseling center, which is open every day. The students always have, we know international students always have, they will always have homesick or some other mental issues. They can always come to our counseling center to seek for our counselors to get the help from them. Yeah. And for the extracurriculums, we have this, we call this student clubs. We have more than 40 student clubs catered to different students' needs. The students feel free to join any of these student clubs. And also we have the global mobility programs. Well, the students will be able to study one semester in any of our 200 over universities globally by paying the local Malaysia tuition fee. So to gain more international exposure, the student can go for this global mobility program. And so we also have this counseling, we call it a career advisory services center,
Okay.
which to help the student to find the internship opportunities, as well as to help the student to find their job after their graduations. Our internship company is not limited to Malaysia only, but we have the internship company globally. Yeah.
I think you are right. Whenever our students come over here, some of our students, whenever we are having podcast over here, so we always ask these questions, that how well Taylor's is actually making you integrated into the social vibrant structure of the university. So same thing, they always say that Taylor's, the structure of the societies is very strong, like clubs and societies. What happens when the student is new and when they want to integrate themselves into that community, these societies, they help them a lot to easily integrate into the entire structure. So you are right. I think in that part, I always say that yes, it is really really helping students. And other than that, for the career services from our side also, I think we have actually approached the same department. Sometimes we need any of the internship for our services as well. So the Taylor's has been helpful in providing those services to us also. Actually, we are the beneficiaries as well. So yes, exactly. I think you are right. Okay, so let's move forward towards our third segment, which I believe is equally important regarding the academic, excellence of a university. So the question is, what makes Taylor's exactly stand out in terms of academic excellence, and what are the research initiatives that Taylor's is actually taking for their prospective international students?
Okay, so we will see that most of our programs in the latest QS ranking by subjects, it stand out. Like our computing programs, AI and data science, we are the top 50 in the world. So for our hospitality programs and leisure management, we are number 19 in the world our business school is also the top 100 business school in the world, and is also accredited by AACSB, which is the World Elite Business School System. Yeah. So why is it so? It's because of the curriculum of Taylor's University is keep update to the needs of the industry. So that is we make sure the student graduate, they will get the latest knowledge to better fit to the industry's need. So they will be industry ready, during their graduation.
Yes, exactly. I think with this, there is connected always. I mean, with academic excellence, obviously something which is connected is the global opportunity and diversity for the students. So in terms of that, since the Taylor's actually ranks 20th in terms of, global employment outcomes. So I think our viewers, they will be more interested to know exactly what are the key industrial partners who are contributing to that growth, especially.
Okay, we have a lot of multinational companies like KPMG, PricewaterhouseGroup. We have HP, Microsoft, Malaysia Airlines. Even though we have this OCBC Bank, HSBC Bank, etc. They all Citibank as well. All of them are our industry partners. Yeah.
Okay, nice. I think these industrial partners. They are more than enough for the students, especially to cater their employment needs.
Actually, we have few hundreds of partners. The student will be able to choose.
Nice. I mean, that's why the ranking for the global employability is really high for the Taylors.
It's top 20 in terms of the employment rate.
Okay, there is one very pertinent question. I would say that why there is a misnomer or there is a notion, especially in the international university, I mean in the Malaysian university market, that Taylor's is an expensive university. Is it really expensive?
I will say that if you compare with the Malaysian local university, it is expensive. But what we deliver to the student is not education only. It's more than education. So what we focus is the quality and the student's experience, and also the learning outcomes. So there's no point that you spend 3 years, in the end you get a piece of certificate and you go back to work. And nowadays a lot of students, they go overseas to study and get that piece of paper. The most important things is that what you have learned in these 3 years, and what is the value of your certificate.
Exactly. I think even though if the university, I mean sometimes I would say if the university is expensive, from the Taylor's side, are they offering any of the scholarships or financial aids to support?
Yes, we do. We do offer scholarships and bursaries to the students. It depends on the students' result mostly. And sometime during our event and this promotional activities overseas, we do offer some program-based scholarship based on the number of quota available. So we do have those scholarships and bursaries.
Okay, I think most of the questions actually we have covered, but let's come back to the final and very important question. What is TJS to the Taylors?
Okay, TJS actually we have been working for the past 5 years. I think start from 2019. We start from Saudi Arabia. At that time, actually Saudi to us is still quite a new market to us, and we didn't see that it's a very big potential. And from time to time, working with TJS and our other partners, so especially TJS has brought us to different cities, different schools in the Middle East region. Then what we have seen is that the market have a huge potential, and we have really developed the market very well for Saudi Arabia till the date today. And also, secondly, we start the country of Qatar. So Qatar actually last time it's not our key focus, and now it's our top 10 countries. Yeah, it's our top 10 countries in terms of the international student recruitment.
Yeah, I think earlier I was discussing with you, we will be opening up a few more regions as well.
Mm.
So we are growing, and as always, we need Taylor's support, and especially, your support has always been instrumental in our growth. So thank you so much
Thanks,
for your insights. I think anything else that you want to add for our viewers, the floor is open for you.
Yeah, thank you for viewing today's sessions. Thanks, Mr. Sam, to invite me to this session to share all this information with the prospects, students, and the parents. Yep, I think that's all.
Okay, thank you so much, Lester, for visiting our podcast. It has been a thoroughly and enjoyable experience. Honestly, we have learned a lot. It was an interactive and engaging session. So thank you so much, viewers, for listening to this podcast. And I think with me and with our especially amazingly talented team, I would say goodbye to you and see you for our next episode. Thank you so much.